Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast with Seth Skinner and Jake Jones.
Hey guys, it's Seth from Clear Shots, and today you're listening to episode 57 with our friend Cody.
Don't give him clear shots. Don't give him clear shots. Don't give him clear shots. Don't give him clear shots.
All right, let's do this. We got Cody back.
Hey, we found him.
Right, dude.
We gave him a second chance.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hi, everyone.
Hello?
So, we're drinking coffee.
Cody's back.
Yeah. Wait, everybody take a sip just to prove.
That we got coffee.
For the audio version.
Three guys.
There. 3 coffee fellas.
How do you think people discovered coffee?
Probably the coffee beans.
Probably ate them first. And
Yeah, I would imagine they ate them. And they were like, holy shit.
yeah, man.
Can you imagine being the first guy to discover caffeine?
I'm going to call these buzz bombs.
Buzz bombs. Well, they probably didn't speak English. They're probably like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine that's how it worked. And then it's like, it's kind of a weird process, the way they make coffee. Like, just filtering water through beans.
Yeah.
yeah, right?
Like, through ground beans.
I'll take coffee over energy drinks any day.
Yeah.
I know what it is. It's just bean water, so
Yes. Yeah, like,
That's-
that's the thing that is without sugar and, like, all the, like, coffee creamer and shit is better for you than a bunch of sugar.
Yeah. I prefer, I like black coffee because I have a tendency, whatever it is, to drink my drinks as fast as possible.
Right.
And you can't do that with black coffee.
Yeah.
You'll have a bad time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel manly.
It's acidic. Yeah,
It is.
puts hair in your chest, makes your teeth a nice, healthy brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives them a tint.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they're wearing those HD glasses.
Yeah, the HD Vision Ultras.
They can only be so tinted because it's illegal to have your teeth tinted in New York State. What?
It is.
I was trying to
It's
go for like
illegal.
a car
Like a
window
car thing.
humor.
I almost
Yeah, you know the audience, dude. The car window humor is like the thing, man.
Dude, I'm glad we had
They-
Cody back.
Yeah, they love car windows.
I remember I had a buddy in college that had
I can't even see you right now.
me?
Yeah.
I'll move.
Who's that talking to?
Who am I talking to? There you are. All right, word. I had a buddy in college that had a wicked nice car, and he had the tint wicked dark, and he was from. Shout out to Jay. You're not hearing this.
Old Jay.
Good old
He's
Jay.
watching. You know he is.
Good old Jay. Wicked cool guy. Looked like Colin Kaepernick, actually. I always fucked with him about that. I miss him. But anyway, I remember he was telling me a story about how he got pulled over once because his windows were too dark.
Yeah.
And he rolled the window down, and the cop was just. And he's like, "Yeah." The cop was just like, "Hey, you know, your windows are too tinted." And Jay's like, "Oh, well, I bought the car like this. I don't know how to change it." And the cop was like, "We got to fix it." And the cop left. We never
Nice.
fixed it.
Excellent. I love that advice.
Like, the cop. I don't know how cops go about, correcting stuff like that.
All right, well, knock it off. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't write him a ticket or give him anything. You just, you got to fix that. You can't have it like that.
Cool. Sweet.
And it's like, I don't know why.
I'm not doing anything to these windows.
What are people worried about with tinted windows? Is it so people can't, it's a privacy thing.
Yeah.
So I don't see what the big deal is.
yeah, I guess. But, like, I feel like sometimes you have to be able to almost see through another car to see things. You know, like when cars are parked on the road, in the road at a corner, like
True.
an
That's a
intersection
good
or
point.
something.
Yeah,
I use
that's
that all
true.
the time.
Yeah.
I always try to look through things to assess the situation that's happening
Yeah.
towards me. So if another car is coming, I can see through a car
Yeah.
instead of just a solid fucking object.
Right. Like, I'm looking right through you right now, assessing.
Dude, I can feel it.
I can feel your eyes going
touching me.
Yeah.
In Florida and shit, they need those things tinted because it's so goddamn hot.
Right, yeah.
That, like, you need anything you get.
Would it hold the heat inside, too, though? Like, I don't even know how that works.
The reflection is a great way to hold in heat. You know, like emergency blankets.
Right.
So I don't believe so because it's darker in the car.
Yeah, it's sort of like how they put those things on the hood. They're on the window sill.
Yeah.
They're on the windshield, so to speak.
You might say that.
The windshield, so to speak.
You ever see an RV with that?
Per se.
You ever see an RV with that chrome thing?
Yeah, yeah.
You ever see the ones with designs? Who the
dude.
fuck is making those?
Why
I
wouldn't you
seriously
do
want one that is like the Millennium Falcon. That's got like
Yeah,
Chewy.
it has
Oh, I've
Chewy
seen
and Honda in the
that.
front.
I've seen
That'd be
that
dope.
online.
I like my old car before this one was a Subaru Forester, and it was red. And I noticed it's the exact same car from Bob's Burgers. And I saw that they've
I
got.
thought you were gonna say it's the exact same car from Star Wars.
You know,
What car was that? I
Han's
don't remember
mom.
them having any cars. That's a good market to be in, though. Like, the thing is, you're only selling to RV owners, so you're only selling to like people over the age of 65. So why are you marketing Star Wars? First of all,
true.
it's kind of a
My
weird.
grandpa likes Star Wars, and he's
I know, but,
he's
like-
80.
I know, but it's kind of a weird.
Well, if my grandpa likes it, then that means everyone's grandpa likes it.
You would think
Right.
you'd like market like a bird watching one or some shit.
You know what would be sweet is by the time we're in our 60s, I mean, I'm not gonna make it there, but you guys might.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have those windshield things, and it's gonna look like that like placemat that you would play with your Matchbox cars on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
the-
The little town.
Yeah, the little
The
town.
wee little town.
I like that I could say that. And you guys immediately know
You
what I'm
know-
talking about.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
yeah, that's the thing.
Everybody
is,
had
like,
one of
I
those,
feel
right?
like,
Pretty much.
yeah, did they give those out or something?
Someone went to every kindergarten class. And
No, I feel like they just give you one when you're born. Like they wrap you in it, and that's like it. Like you get wrapped in a race car fucking blanket.
you sat in a race car bed.
I feel like they came with Matchbox cars. Like, or Hot Wheels or something. Like, I feel like I remember getting, like, the big, like, box of
Maybe.
Matchbox cars, and it had, like, the fold-up thing in it.
Yeah. What's funny is like if we looked at it now, it's probably the size of this table.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like when
But
we
when
were
you were a
kids,
kid,
we were
it's-
like,
it's-
"Oh my god!" It looked like an actual city.
I'm in an actual town right now.
Like,
Dude, I am so upset that when I was growing up, my parents didn't make a lot of money because all I ever wanted was that cool, badass, like, Hot Wheels and Matchbox car, like, not puzzle, but the fucking tracks that you put together.
Yeah.
That have, like, the fucking...
I had some hand-me-down ones.
Yeah,
pretty sick.
were they awesome?
Yeah, it was. Every day. Every day of my youth was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks to those.
Mine actually was pretty cool. I played a lot of video games. That's all I really did when I was a kid. I played video games and watched Adult Swim. So I'm literally the same. So, like 18 years ago, I'm the same as I was
yeah,
now.
you're just a larger version of it.
Yeah. I drank a lot less than I did when I was a kid, though.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
A
you
good
definitely
amount
have
less.
cut back for sure.
Yeah.
You were a mess as a toddler.
I was.
I was just so broke when I was a kid. Oh, a child.
Same. Yeah.
We just built all of our shit. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember getting like finagling with those like Legos, like the regular Legos and then like the slightly bigger ones for like autistic children.
Well, I always like the Mega Blocks, dude. I think we talked about Mega Blocks once,
Yeah, we did. I disagreed with you.
Mega
But
Blocks
that's
BLOX.
but you can't disagree though.
I mean,
The big Mega Blocks,
the big ones were
the
dope.
jumbo ones.
You can make swords and stuff.
Yeah, you could make like a fort
Yeah.
with Mega Blocks. You couldn't do that with Legos. You'd need a lot of fucking Legos
Yeah.
to build a life size, like an actual fort you can get in and move around in.
Yeah, man.
Legos
That's the real goal, though, is moving around inside Lego forts.
Sure.
You know?
Legos are pretty amazing when you think about it. Like, it's such a simple concept, yet it's
like
still
Lincoln Logs.
working.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Lincoln Logs, but better, because Lincoln Logs didn't link that well.
Yeah,
They would
should
always
have been
fall
called unLincoln Logs.
No one, like, I feel like you played with those for like 10 seconds and then you were like, where are the Legos? Like, because that was immediately.
All right, the appetizer's over. Now let's get to the main course of
That's
Legos.
what it was.
Did you guys ever
It was a
play with
warm up.
Kinects?
No, man.
No.
That's one thing.
They were too complicated.
Dude, my fucking grandma and grandpa they bought Kinects. Like the two of them would when they would just hang out together, they would just like drink wine and like build Kinects shit.
That's crazy.
Like insane fucking. I remember my grandpa like.
I mean, that's the move, really. Like, you know,
Hey,
like that's
baby.
yeah. That's
Come
when you
to my
know
house.
you've made
Because
it.
it's like a puzzle that you do yourself, like Kinects and Legos.
Yeah.
I remember my grandma would do
Well, I mean,
those 3D puzzles. You ever see that shit?
No.
well, it's more creative than a puzzle though, because you're making it up as you go.
Yeah. You ever seen a 3D puzzle though? That shit is fucked. That stuff is nuts. They're like.
Is it one of those like optical illusions where like you build it and then it looks like something 3D? Like you got to see it from a certain angle.
No,
Oh,
it's
shit,
literally
it's a cat.
it's like puzzle pieces that are kind of like a heavier styrofoam, and you put them together and they build like. My grandma had one that was the World Trade Center.
Oh, that's the one. That's
Before or
the one,
after?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. During.
Yeah, she put
Imagine that.
She put a fog machine in it.
You're like.
Oh, grandma,
No,
sweet.
you're like about to buy it that day, and you're like look up at the screen. You're like, oh shit.
Do you remember where you
Like,
were
set it back down.
when the two towers crashed?
Yeah,
I mean, do you
buying-
still buy it?
actually.
Does it have more value at that point, or does it have less?
I don't think they're gonna stop.
Are you going to buy every single World Trade like puzzle?
all of
I
the
think-
merchandise, like
I
World
think-
Trade Center coffee mugs and shit?
Well, isn't it like when
T-shirts.
like
World
when
Trade Center.
when a famous musician dies, their album sales go up. So I imagine when the World Trade Center went down, the puzzle sales went
All
up.
of their album
Yeah.
sales went up.
All the Tower
million
7 T-shirt sales went down. I saw a lot of people walking around with Tower 7 shirts before 9/11.
So anyway, connects,
It
right?
was all the rage.
No, Kinects were sweet, dude, and so were Bionicles. But Bionicles were way too complicated for what they were marketed towards. Remember Bionicles?
I do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the second step of connects.
Well, the thing is, like,
it was
some of
the
those-
fucking creatures that went inside the buildings that you made with
Yeah.
connects.
They were like weird looking fucking.
That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
They looked like Bionicle. Like that was the perfect name for it. Like
They looked like Horizon Zero Dawn
yeah,
creatures.
yeah, yeah. It
Or
was like,
like,
futuristic. Like they were like exo bodies.
Yeah, I remember my dad had one that looked like a fucking xenomorph,
Yeah, that's
which
cool.
was fucking terrifying.
Shiny plastic.
I think toys
Yeah.
got too complicated. Like when like Mousetrap came out and it was like super hard to set up
Dude,
for
Mousetrap
a low payoff.
was fucking so stupid.
Yeah.
And
You're like the big payoff was to see the trap fall down. Like, and it was basically a what do they call those things? Rube Goldberg machine.
True.
That's basically what it was.
yeah, they were.
But it was a board game.
It was like a finger box.
I mean, honestly, when Elephant was like the peak, you know, like
Elephant was actually really cool.
yeah, it was.
Wait, are we
that
talking
was-
about the elephant that used to blow
Yes.
shit out of his trunk?
It
It blows
that was
like
fucking
it
sweet.
it blows like the little.
It was like
Get
tissue
your
paper
real little
butterflies.
nets and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
that was the
pretty cool.
best.
I don't know. I love
They should remaster that.
for sure. Oh my god, yeah.
Elephant remastered.
Did you guys ever play Stratego? Stratego was a wicked fun board game. I've definitely talked
I've-
about it before.
Dreamt about playing Stratego, but never
Oh
had.
my god, we should play it together sometime.
Okay, right now.
I
Alright,
wish I
let's
had it.
Open it up.
You ever play it?
No.
That was my it was.
I mean, I pretty much stuck to Candyland, and like that was about it. You know?
Candyland was dope.
Shoots and Ladders was my.
Shoots and
Yeah,
Ladders
yeah,
was
yeah.
dope.
that was
one
pretty
good,
cool.
too. Shoots and ladders. was
Trouble?
great, except for I always got the shoots.
Trouble was sick.
Trouble was sorry.
Trouble was dope.
Sorry is the king
Yeah.
of board games, dude. Honestly,
Just remember
What was the one with the button in the middle that rolls
Trouble.
the dice?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
yeah. Getting in trouble.
Getting into trouble.
Dude, we needed those for D&D. Like it has
Yeah.
a D20 in it, and you just press it and
That'd
it
be
rolls
perfect.
it.
Yeah,
That'd
dude.
be
It takes
so
all the
sick.
work out of rolling it.
Yeah, then you don't have to do this. and
It's
let
heavy.
it go.
It's 20 sides. Like, it's heavy.
Oh my god, I'm so.
So you guys play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, we play with Brian. I'm so, we have we're on Brian's schedule for Novellas, and he works crazy hours. Fucking
It's like two weeks in a row, and then like 3 weeks off, and then 2 weeks in a row. And,
yeah. Fucking shout out to Brian for putting in all the work and all that, and arranging a schedule for us to play, because it's actually fucking phenomenal.
Being a dungeon master.
Yeah, the world he's building, the fucking, it's just great, dude.
Yeah.
We
The
left
cat's
off on
got
a
great
pretty
imagination.
We left off
serious,
on a crazy
cliffhanger
fucking
too.
yeah, like
Tell
basically
me.
a character that we've been with for the past like 2 or 3 sessions
Yeah.
ended up betraying us, and we're in the shit right
Oh,
now because
boy.
he betrayed us and killed another guy we were with.
Yeah.
So like, oh my god, that's the short of the story.
That
Yeah.
sounds pretty sick already.
But it's like, oh man.
Yeah,
Like, because the way Brian is, and I know he's gonna listen to this, and his fucking wiener's gonna get fucking stiff when I
well,
say
he's
this.
gonna start messaging us right at this second.
Yeah. Well, he's basically like you think the story, at least for me personally, you think the story is gonna go through like an action adventure cliche, and it does, but it makes you think it's gonna be a cliche. So it's like, oh, this guy is doing something sketchy, he's gonna betray you, and all of a sudden when you think he's about to do it, he's like, oh no, I'm actually like a wicked cool guy, and I can pull some strings and make sure shit goes well.
Wicked sight.
And then all of a sudden a week later we forget about the one sketchy thing he did.
Oh, yeah.
And then he betrays us, and it's like, oh fuck, why didn't we see this coming?
Well, that's what
Weird
you're supposed to
something.
do
Good
is
guy
look
shit.
at you have to focus on the one sketchy thing they do, and then just give them the stink eye the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, Seth's character is just...
I don't trust any of them.
Right?
Seth is...
I have like wicked high
Seth, the
intimidation, so like,
untrustworthy
yeah. I have high intimidation, so I just want to like piss everybody off, and I don't ever want to approach anything without lethality.
Yeah,
Sweet. That's the way to go, man.
Seth
Go
is
to-
like... He's like a Fallout character that kills everybody.
Nice. Is that
Basically,
My guy is usually... Did he really message you?
no.
I was gonna say
We're not live.
I was gonna say we're not live. It'd be very strange. But yeah, no, I'm like super
just
excited.
Just checking to see if you guys were talking about me.
He's got his own like he's got like a sense that goes off.
Yeah.
It's
No,
every
it's-
dungeon master has
His
it.
his left nostril plugs up a little bit.
It's seriously just been awesome. Like it's been great. And we all have our own each character that's like, because it's me, Seth, Sean, Polly, and Katie. Each character has their own individual story, but we don't know anything about
How
each other.
they're gonna tie together.
The
also.
only like,
Huh.
and they're all gonna connect eventually. And when it does connect, it's gonna be like we were edging for like 10 months, and it's gonna be like the hardiest. It's gonna be the
painful,
hardiest ejaculation of all time.
Great payoff.
It's gonna be so great. My guy is like a combination of Jack Sparrow and the dude from Dishonored.
Cool.
He's just a fucking, and he's always intoxicated
That's
and impulsive.
That's great.
So it's like
There's
me.
a guy on Critical Role who has a flask that refills itself.
That's
So
amazing.
you need to get one of those
I do need to get one
because
of
it
those.
literally is just he always has alcohol.
That's so great.
Actually, he is playing a female character. It's like a little green goblin
Whoa.
that he plays.
But yeah, I love it. I fucking love it. Like there's just something special about being able to play the story and create it as you go along, like with your friends.
Right.
You just don't get that anywhere else. And I was explaining it to, one of my coworkers, my aunt. I was explaining it to her, and she's like, wait, it's like a video game, but you don't play it on a screen? And I'm like, yeah.
Damn right. Whoa.
And I showed her like a picture, and I sent her a video of it, and she goes, I don't get it. Like, how do you know what's going on? And I'm like, that's the thing. You use your imagination, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's like, I know why
It's
people-
like
I know
a
why
kid,
I-
it's almost like when you were a kid and you were just making shit up like as you
yeah.
go. But like it's formulated, like it's actually structured.
Yeah.
So like there's
It's-
rules and there's a way to
It's
play
just
it.
awesome. Like,
Using your imagination is so not like a normal thing anymore, especially these days when you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like Critical Role has a huge fan base just because like Matt Mercer's a wicked good DM, and he's good at like describing scenarios, so he can like put the whole thing in your head. So it's almost like you're watching it like it's a TV show because you just make it up as it goes. And all the players have played for long enough where they know how to be their character. Like that's the biggest thing, is role playing the character itself.
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing that.
And it's hard when your character's different from how you actually are.
That's the big thing, is that like so often it's like you like, I'll have moments where I'm either way too much my character or I'm way too much myself, and I have to like, I'm still trying to get the hang of that.
Right.
Okay. I don't play, like, I haven't ever played, but
You would love it. You would love
curious.
it. I think everybody should play D&D, honestly. Like, it's just so... Organic is the wrong word, but it's so just... It's a lot... It's intimidating when you look at it.
Right.
It's like, I gotta
is.
know all these spells, I gotta know
But
all
you
these
don't,
abilities.
though. Like, you when you, like, learn your class, then you're fine.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part, is just figuring out, like, your class's abilities, and then you're fine. It's like, it's not... You don't have to know everybody's abilities and
Yeah.
shit.
And more often than not, somebody in the group, usually the DM, but somebody else in the group will always know, like, oh, this, you gotta, you know.
And you can always just look it up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can't look up the salamander.
Yeah, you can't look up salamanders.
You can't look up salamanders. But anyway,
The thing
Cody.
is... Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you been? How you doing?
I'm really good, man.
Yeah.
Really good.
Is it a hickey on your neck, or are you just happy to see
Is
me?
it?
I don't know. Right
Let's take a look.
there.
Could be.
Actually,
Probably.
looks like half a mushroom stamp.
Oh, yeah. Dude, someone didn't finish the job.
Like a twang.
I don't know,
I
man.
thought there was, like, an age where, like, girls stop doing that, right?
Not if you go after the
It's
same
like-
girls.
17,
Oh.
I guess, is the age.
Yeah, like, that's the hickey cutoff age. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, once you turn 17, they stop appearing.
Right. Yeah, you become
just show
immune.
up.
You develop an immunity.
Yeah, he's a tough neck.
You build up
Deliver a
callus.
man neck,
You build
buddy.
up a callus on your
Yeah.
neck.
So many hickeys that the calluses just kind of blend in, and it just looks like,
like
a
you
neck.
can't even look down anymore because it's like all solid.
Yeah,
Shit.
if you crack your neck, you'll have a stroke because of the
Yeah.
blood clots in your neck.
It's not even your neck that's cracking. It's like the skin, like tearing and shit.
So yeah, I'm good. I'm quit my job recently. It's not recently. It's like a month or so ago. But now I got a temporary gig as a Charlie worker
Oh yeah,
at an undisclosed location.
that's always fun.
Yeah, it's all right. People leave me alone. It's cool.
That's the best thing about being a janitor, is that you can just listen to music or whatever
That's true.
and have no one over your fucking shoulder.
It's
Yeah.
nice, man. People ask me questions. I can just choose to walk away.
Like, I don't know.
We'll do a quick 180 and walk
You're like,
away.
I don't even work here. You start mopping. I don't know, go ask that guy.
That's what I could get.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, the worst thing you have to do is like unclog a toilet or something, you know?
Yeah,
Big deal.
daily.
But then you always have soap.
Yeah.
So like even
Dude,
if you
yeah.
have,
Right.
You know how nice it is to be able to like take a shit on the cleanest fucking toilet seat
Yeah.
ever because you cleaned it?
That's the thing. Yeah. That's exactly the thing.
Fresh.
And you can be the
First
first
ass
one
on
to
the
shit
thing.
on every toilet every day if you
I
want.
do, yeah. Sometimes I won't, like, I'll clean all the toilets and then shit on each one simultaneously.
Yeah.
Somehow.
you like pinch off a quarter loaf, scurry,
Yeah,
scurry,
gotta
scurry
go.
to the next one.
Ah!
Yeah. I always cleaned them before I shit. Like, you have to do that. And
Yeah.
Because then you just feel like you're breaking it in for the day.
Dude, what's it like being a Charlie worker at the theater? That had
I
to
don't
be
do it
cool.
anymore, but
I mean,
it was
yeah,
it was
that was a long
literally
time ago.
just all you did was clean out the auditoriums. So you just go, that sucks because there's tons of chairs. So you
Yeah.
have to sweep around all the chairs and get under them and shit.
Mm.
Other than that, like, it's not that bad. The thing is, like, they had a horrible vacuum cleaner, and it wasn't like an industrial vacuum cleaner. It was just like a regular house vacuum. So you have to vacuum the entire lobby
man.
with like
You gotta vacuum the whole place with,
With
one
like
of
a
those,
with like a clogged house vacuum.
Yeah, like a fucking Bissell vac
Yeah.
from '97.
And most of the time it didn't work, so you would just have to sweep the carpet.
oh yeah,
of
I swept a
popcorn.
lot of carpet when I was working there.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
This popcorn just breaks apart, and then it's more popcorn to
Smaller,
sweep.
smaller, get smaller. And even smaller.
And then eventually you're just picking it up with your fingers and like getting.
You're not eating the floor popcorn.
Well, I mean, it's not. Gonna
Don't do
hurt
that
you.
gesture.
It's not going to hurt you though, and then you don't have to throw it out.
True, yeah.
I never understood how so many people spill that much popcorn in the lobby though. Like, what are they do? Like what are they doing?
They're just so excited to see
Need it.
Avengers. Like, they're
God
fucking
damn, it's
shaking.
crazy.
to see Adventures.
That's all people see, dude. The only movies that I hear people talking about are Marvel movies.
That's because the only big movies that come out now are superhero movies.
I just don't
because
get
it's because no one has original ideas, and if they do, those movies don't get the light of day because they're not big budget action fucking movies.
So true, man. It's not
So, like-
saturated with CGI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't
That's-
waste my time.
that's all it is. And it's like they know they have a fan base already, so they can just keep pumping them out, and
Yeah.
people are gonna go see them.
Dude, there's so much.
It's like the good indie
Material.
movies don't, you know.
Yeah, I've said this multiple times. I don't get the gravitas of superhero movies. I just
Right.
don't get it. I really don't. They're not.
They're all the same thing.
They're not. Yeah, it's like, okay.
We know what the story's gonna be already.
It's like, here's a character. He's down on his luck. He stumbles across a
Radioactive spider.
radioactive isotope. He stumbles across a government testing
always
facility.
radioactive.
He stumbles across the fact that he can build a suit in a cave in Afghanistan. He stumbles across the fact that a nuclear powered engine blew up in his face and let him stretch.
Unless you're
across the
Captain
city block.
Hindsight. Captain Hindsight
Captain
from
Hindsight's the shit.
from South
South
Park.
Park,
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the
If you
best
put
character.
supports on this beam and this beam, the place will
Yeah.
collapse. My work is done here. Goodbye.
It shows
But
like
it's
his
just-
origin, and he gets like a retroactive spider goes into like the machine that he's in or some shit,
Yeah.
and he's like, I shouldn't have done that.
I just don't get it. It's like down on their luck character encounters a thing that gives them superhuman abilities.
Yeah,
Discovers their powers, gets beaten by the
someone
antagonist.
dies, someone close to him
Oh
dies.
yeah, yeah. Someone close to him dies, and then gets beaten by the primary antagonist. And then they train to beat said antagonist, and then after they beat that antagonist, another one comes up, and it's like the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then it's
That
just
formula's been around for thousands and thousands of years.
And it
for
works.
real.
Ever
It-
since storytelling was a thing.
It's got to, yeah. It works, and it's like I don't get annoyed when people are like, "Oh, I'm going to see the Avengers," but it's like when they go, "Do you want to go see it?" and I go, "No," they're like, "Why? It's going to be the best movie ever." It's like, no, it's not, because the Lord of the Rings series exists.
That covers everything already.
Shout out to Cass.
Well, if you already, that's the thing. All you gotta do is cover the bases. You gotta cover the triumph, and you gotta cover the love story, and then you get all the emotions, and then
True,
mix in
yeah.
a little bit of comedy. That's what they.
That's
try
why
to do with the Marvel
I
movies.
love
get all the edging.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool is great because Deadpool knows that people are just going to see it because it's going to be a violent action movie, and
Yeah.
it makes fun of that.
It's like Deadpool's watching the movie with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's also
And that's
in
how the
movie.
comics were. Like,
It's a
the
fourth
Deadpool
wall
comics
thing.
were amazing.
Yeah.
But like, if they ever make a Sentry movie, I'm fucking balls deep in that shit, dude. The
Which
Sentry.
one's Century again?
He's the guy that him and his wife were like nuclear engineers. I'm probably fucking paraphrasing this shit out of the story, but him and his wife were
100%.
nuclear engineers, or they were studying something called the Void or something. And obviously the fucking the project goes wrong, and she dies, and he survives, and he ends up getting the powers of the Void, which is like the powers of like,
Oh.
you know, reality warping and reality
Dimensions
bending.
and shit. Yeah.
And he struggles between. It's like Superman mixed with the Hulk. When the Sentry is fine and docile, he's like a normal dude that can just fly and shit. But when he gets pain inflicted on him or he gets emotionally charged, he becomes like an unstoppable, like Silver Surfer kind of dude that just fucks shit up.
That's cool.
And he's wicked badass. He's wicked brutal. And
It sounds badass.
I feel like you
Yeah.
automatically win when you can bend time and space.
yeah,
I don't even need to see or read a comic book or see a movie because I just like hearing my friends fucking. I like hearing my friends. Just describe shit to me. It sounds so much better.
Yeah.
It's because, oh my god, it's just cool.
You got to, yeah, that's the thing is you just need to have someone, like a designated person, watch movies and then describe things to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is good.
See,
God, dude, you just save so much time.
I love the superheroes that are way too powerful. Those ones are the ones I like. Like the Silver Surfer, I think is hilarious because he's literally just like an interdimensional fucking like.
You need the guy who's OP. Yeah.
Like, and he's just like, I'm only gonna show up when you really need me, and I'm gonna wipe the fucking floor with whatever's going on, and then I'm gone.
That's sick.
Right.
And it's badass.
Gone to wherever the fuck in the universe he's possibly going.
See, I'd love. I want to play the new Devil May Cry. Because that kind of shit gets me, dude. Japanese action movies where it's just wicked fast paced, like martial arts sort of.
Totally unrealistic. Like
I
love in Devil May Cry where you just have pistols and you're like, but you do that for 15 minutes before someone dies. Like you can just keep them up in the air with pistol shots.
It's so sweet.
It's fucking hilarious.
Like I would love a, like I think, what was the movie with Tom Cruise where he kept dying over and over again? Was that Edge of Tomorrow?
Titanic.
No, you got it. Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow?
It was in that stupid machine.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was it Vanilla Sky?
it was Edge of Tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it was.
Wait a minute.
But like
Vanilla Sky sounds
like
like
if
a drama.
if they had Dark Souls, which is like a medieval demon like Edge of Tomorrow, Groundhog's Day sort of thing. If they turned Dark Souls into like a Netflix series, that would be the funniest shit ever. Because it would just start off with like a dude that just dies all the time. And then he becomes.
I thought they were trying to turn The Witcher into a series.
I think they still are. I'm not
Sweet.
not gonna watch it. Fuck The Witcher.
You don't like the game?
Nope.
Oh, man.
No. I'll probably like the series. I like watching Seth play the game. I remember when Seth was playing through it a while ago. Like played it for like fucking 2 months straight. I loved watching him play it because it was interesting. But you hand me the fucking joystick, dude. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's not that bad. Like, the thing is, like, I feel like people they look at all the things and they're like, oh, shit, like, I need to use all these oils and shit. Like, it's not really that complicated. You can just muscle your way through that game if you really want to.
For sure.
Just pure brute strength. The thing about those big games is, like, as long as you do side missions and shit, you're gonna be over leveled for all the shit that you... Like all the main quests and shit.
Yeah.
Sarah, can you just make that gun sound for me again? The sky pistols.
I don't even know what I did. But that is what Devil May Cry. Dude, you can like...
Exactly. So I was like, is that going to be the new Droidica sound for this podcast?
The thing is,
fucking guns again.
I used to just uppercut with the sword.
Yep.
And then immediately just go... Like, start shooting with the pistols, though. Because you had dual pistols.
Yeah. What were they called?
And they did basically no
they did
damage.
nothing.
Like, it was a pea shooter, but like...
Ebony, they were called... I think they were called Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I love that song.
God.
That's so good.
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of music, you know what I've been listening to lately? You ever listen to Amigo the Devil?
No.
Wicked dope. I'll show you guys a song.
Yeah.
And,
You want to pull it up on the thing?
Yeah.
We'll get copyright strike.
We'll do.
And
right.
we just got a YouTube strike for Cass. The first time Cass was on here because we were talking about Sandy Hook and shit.
Okay. Okay.
We weren't even agreeing
We didn't even
with
say anything bad
like,
about it.
we were just we were talking Cass.
No, we were talking about conspiracies and seeing both sides of the conspiracy.
Yeah, that's what it was. And Cass was, because Cass is the conspiracy king, dude. And he was like explaining, because we had no fucking idea what it was. He was explaining both sides of the conspiracy about Sandy Hook. And yeah, Seth fucking messaged me the other day. I was at Groffalo's talking to the guys at Groffalo's about it. I'm like, hey, I got some famous on YouTube now. And he's like, what? I go, a podcast I do with my buddy Seth just got fucking flagged. They're like, for what? I go, apparently we were talking about the Sandy Hook shootings and everybody got quiet. And the one guy at Groffalo's, I'm not going to say his name, but just started dying laughing. One guy behind the counter just died. He's like, why were you talking about Sandy Hook? It's like, because of that.
I mean, we're doing it right now, technically.
Yeah, we're fucked.
That's
God
true.
damn it.
But we're not. That's the thing is we're not saying anything. Maybe they just like flag keywords. You know,
Yeah,
like
Sandy
you can't say
and Hook.
Sandy Hook. Yeah. Maybe you have Sandy has to be at least 7 words away from the word hook.
So we can't talk about your dog anymore.
Yeah. Not if you're gonna say hook within the same couple
Yeah,
words.
Sandy is hooked on the food that we bring upstairs.
Yeah. We should hook Sandy up with some food.
Gotta love that dog.
God damn. Oh yeah, I was telling Cody earlier. I've been having a fucking crazy goddamn dream.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
hear
fucking.
about
So
these dreams.
to get to sleep lately, I've been taking tryptophan and melatonin. It's been working wonders.
Yeah.
But I get wicked sketchy dreams. 2 of them in particular I remember very vividly. The first one was, you know how the president a few months ago tweeted out or texted out like emergency alerts on everybody's cell phones.
Oh man. I never got one.
You never got one?
Oh, maybe I
apparently
did
I'm
get
not in
one.
this context.
No, I don't think. I don't think you are.
I thought
But
everybody was in this context.
he sent out an emergency alert, and the emergency alert was basically like, Jake and Seth of the Clear Shots podcast, I'm inviting you to that White House to do like a special exclusive interview.
Oh yeah.
You get there and he's got
yeah.
McDonald's laid
That's what
out.
it was. Seth and I
That
got
was you guys?
Seth and I got flown to the White House and like ate McDonald's with the president and like did an interview and like Seth and I immediately like pulled out Tall Boys and Trump was like, I don't really drink, but I'll drink with you guys. And we got President Trump trashed.
Yes.
We got him drunk as fuck and had him release a bunch of classified information on the podcast.
Yeah.
You guys are always the exception.
Yeah.
He's like, yep, aliens are real. They're right over there. We can actually bring one on if you
God.
want.
And then
I do business with these aliens.
the other one, which is funny, speaking of aliens, the other one, I don't even remember why, because I haven't been watching anything aliens related. But this one was xenomorphs were real, but they were like animals. So you could like, they were like you know how there's like raccoons and shit,
Yeah.
like eating
I
out of your
do.
garbage can and shit.
Yeah.
Like I had a dream where I like went outside to, I don't know why, because I quit smoking cigarettes, but I went outside to smoke a cigarette and looked at a trash can across the street, and there was like a xenomorph in there, and I like whistled at it, and it came over and like became my pet, and like I just had a xenomorph on a leash and like
Nice.
walked him and shit, and he like, it was really strange. And then
He was docile. He was
he
pretty-
was docile completely, and he was a xenomorph, and him and I just hung out, and he like slimed all over the place and
So good.
That's
hissed,
what
and
they
he
do,
was
yeah.
Little
and he,
baby
like,
hiss.
he killed other people and shit. It was cool.
Oh, so he killed other
Yeah,
people.
he ended up
How
being
long
really
does
bad.
it take for a baby xenomorph to take somebody down, like a full-grown person?
Like the chest
Probably
burster?
not too long.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, they come out
'Cause
as the little things,
they're like
right? The little.
tactical, like one bite, but like tactically bitten
Yeah.
right here.
yeah.
I don't know. I've been replaying the Alien versus Predator game, and the scientists get really scared when you're a chest burster. So I feel like they can probably fuck you up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I
Those
remember-
sucked in like the AVP games because even Alien Isolation they kind of suck because they're so small and you can't really see them,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they're on your face.
Oh, the face huggers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they
huggers
kill you
are
immediately.
terrifying.
That's like the spider thing, right?
Yeah,
That one
they
like this.
they
It's got a
fucking
tail.
rape your
They
mouth.
pop out of the eggs. The little
Yeah.
fucking. That's the thing is you can see the eggs, so you know when they're coming. But it's just you can't see them. Like in AVP, the fucking Xbox 360 one, they're like wicked tiny and you can shoot them, but like there's no like auto aim in that game, so you're like missing them like, and you're backing up like running from them and shit. And then they eventually get to you, and then you die immediately.
Those things are like
They're more lethal than the actual xenomorphs,
Yeah.
really.
Dude, H.R. Giger was like the I don't know if you ever looked into his artwork. He's the guy that designed the alien, like the xenomorph.
Wait,
his,
yeah. Actually,
his
yeah,
artwork is the most fucking absurd shit of all time. It's all like completely. It's like sexualized horror.
Right.
Like the original alien's head was literally shaped like a penis. And like
It's still pretty phallic.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
very phallic. And its original idea for it was that it would just rape you to death with its tail.
Jeez.
And it was fucked up. The dude was fucking crazy. I was looking at pictures of his, like, it's his home, but it's an exhibit now. And his entire house, like, he had it made to just mimic his artwork. And it literally looks like a hive from the Alien movies, and it's this
Is it all
fucking house.
black
it's
and
all,
slimy?
It's all like
It's like dripping and shit.
It's
you
all
don't
like-
have to
it's
walk
all
anywhere.
like-
You just
He
glide.
lives in a cave. Is what
yeah,
you're saying.
Sweet,
and it's
yeah.
they had this weird
Dripping
like
sounds
they were like
all the time.
Stalactites all over the
they were like a weird like biological, mechanical, industrial hybrid where they like looked like machines but they were animals.
Right.
That's so cool.
Like I will never get over just how fucking perfect those movies are. I fucking love the Alien movies, all of
Dude,
them.
get
even,
over it.
even Resurrection. Resurrection.
All day with this guy. Yeah, I dig him too.
All he
I
does is
miss
talk
the-
about xenomorphs.
The movie days when things were still handmade.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like
I
yeah.
I read that like when even if you know something's fake, like the human mind will see something that a human created versus a computer.
Yeah, you're trying to associate with it, like
Yeah.
relate it to something that you, in reality, basically.
But since like say like a puppet version versus a computer model or something,
Yeah.
you know in your mind it's like like not organic, but it's like tactile material.
Yes, yeah.
So
you
you're
can
like, oh,
definitely,
human made that, so it could be real,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
It's like even CGI now, as good as it is, you can still tell it's CGI.
yeah,
Just because you know that shit ain't possible.
Well, it's like you've probably seen John Carpenter's The Thing, right?
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Entire
true.
movie's practical effects. That's
Yeah.
the most. That's just insane to me.
That's what you gotta do, dude.
That movie will fuck you up. I've talked about it before. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. But that where the dude does the defibrillator, he gets his fucking hands bitten off by the teeth in the guy's stomach.
Yeah.
The dog scene where the dogs are all fucking melted into each other and they have tentacles and shit. Oh,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here,
Nice Cronenberg.
It's always
man. Yeah, I
good
was
when-
gonna say that. The fucking Cronenberg body horror shit is so fucking
It's
terrifying.
always an approachable situation when dogs are melted together. You know? Like that's something you.
I think it's funny
you gotta
that
think twice before you step into that.
I think it's funny the connection, like the innate connection humans have with dogs. Because I bet you if that was a bunch of like house cats, I wouldn't give a fuck about that scene, dude. Just torch them.
Don't care.
But
Do not care.
since they're all like
They don't care about me, I don't
Siberian
care about them.
huskies melted together, it's like, oh no, the puppy.
Yeah, they're not mini teacup cats.
No. Oh my god, fucking yeah, the fucking teacup cats, dude. The dwarf cats.
I just fucking cats suck dick so
I
hard.
can't stand cats, dude.
Shitty
Like
animals.
I like other people's cats usually, but I will never go out of my way to get a cat.
I don't even really
So you'd be like a
other
cat
people's
uncle.
cats.
You could just visit a cat for a minute
Yeah,
and then leave.
I mean, Spaghetti warped my perception of cats because he's such a fucking awesome cat. And Mark and Aaron's
Yeah, but
cats are
they
both awesome
they
too.
methodically like
brainwashed him.
broke that cat. Like they were like, let's just blow marijuana smoke into his face for 7 years.
If that's
Every
what
day,
it
no
takes to
breaks.
get if that's what it takes to get a chill cat, then I guess that's what
I
it
mean, you
takes.
can, I guess just do
You
it.
gotta break some eggs, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
gonna have a cat,
Kitty.
you better smoke.
Yeah, I'm a kitty.
Yeah. I don't know. They suck. Like, the thing is, like, they're not even, you have a pet that's, like, not even at your house most of the time. Like, a lot of outdoor cats, they're just gonna be gone all day, and then it's like they come back when they're hungry,
True.
and they didn't catch a mouse.
My family had a cat one time that used to bring back flying squirrels, specifically. Not rats, not mice, just sweet ass flying squirrels. I never saw one in the wild until it was dead. Until it brought it to me, and like 3 o'clock in the morning, you're stepping on one.
I've never seen one either, I don't think.
Yeah, they're crazy.
That is a weird design.
Yeah,
A flying
exactly.
squirrel. Like, who comes up with that?
Jesus.
Somebody invented it, right?
Yeah.
But, like, what is the practical adaptation? Like, what do they need that for?
Gliding,
weird.
man. I guess.
That's all they need to be able to do is glide.
It's were they once big, and then evolution stepped in, and they lost a bunch of weight, but never lost
Yeah.
excess skin, and they didn't have plastic surgery to like get rid of it.
Yeah.
So like, might as well use it, stretch it out.
Yeah, it's weird we don't have plastic surgery for squirrels. That's a thing we haven't gotten
That's why I
into
came
yet.
here today. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. It's coming, I'm sure.
Goddamn epidemic.
One of these days, we'll have plastic surgery for animals.
My cat looks like shit.
It's fucking. I mean, there's so much fucking. There's like bioengineering now and shit. They're trying to just keep people alive forever.
Yeah, man.
It's like, why are we doing that? We already have too many people. Can we just get rid of some of them or whatever?
Yeah. They just sterilize everybody.
Yeah. They should start crop dusting us, dude.
I definitely don't want to live forever.
No.
No.
I don't think anybody really.
No, thanks.
Well, I think like the idea is people probably would want to, and then when they get to be 8,420 years old, they're like, well, I think it's time to wrap this up.
Yeah,
but,
man. Where's the off switch on my
Yeah.
body?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's what it might be eventually.
Yeah, right?
Then people just play pranks on each other, kill like they're just like, oh, you're off. It's like a wicked obvious switch too. It's like a
switch
light
it on
switch.
and off like super quick, so they just pass out for a second, like I just lost time.
That's what MMA fighting becomes. You just have to hit their switch, put them out for a second.
On off, on off.
Everybody's just in exosuits.
Oh man,
I mean, like
bunch of
prosthetics are
avatars
getting
rolling
there.
around.
It's like people can have limbs now that work with their brain. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So eventually we'll just be a robot. Or close to one. And then when you can do that, then you can stay alive forever at that point.
Yeah. You ever see the video of we were just talking about superheroes, but you saw the video of Tony Stark or whatever the hell the guy's name actually is. What's the actor that plays Tony
Robert
Stark?
Downey Jr.
Yeah, like he hands a kid,
Robert
like an
Stark.
amputee kid, he's like 10 maybe, and he gives him, Iron Man gives him like an animatronic arm that's shaped after Iron Man. And the kid is stoked about it. So it's like, it's a prosthetic,
Yeah.
but it's red and it's gold and
It just-
shit and it
yeah,
moves.
it's like modeled after it.
Yeah, it's
That's
so
cool as shit though.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would want. If I was gonna get a prosthetic hand, I'd want it to shoot spider webs like Spider-Man. Every time I do this.
Yeah. Even accidentally.
How does he do that? Does it just like? I think it's when he does this and he shoots it.
There's
You
like
gotta-
two
It's like a
different things.
2-finger like activation.
Well, the
thing.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire had it, so he actually created the webs biologically. But the actual lore Spider-Man, he had shooters built into the suit.
Oh, well, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I think it's way
Exactly.
cooler when it shoots out of his wrists.
Yeah.
Totally, man. He's like, oh shit, he's a real spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can stick to walls and stuff.
And then
but
when he can
can't
climb
shoot it on
walls
webs.
in the fucking original Spider-Man
the little
with
hairs.
Tobey Maguire, yeah, he has the little
Right.
fucking spiky things.
That
He
was
starts
wicked
crawling the
cool.
wall.
I was like, I could use some of them.
That was the best.
Dude,
that was the best
Spider-Man would be the ultimate MMA fighter.
one. Yeah.
Spidey sense alone would
Well,
fucking...
that's the thing. You saw him against Bonesaw.
Yeah, and Bonesaw would kill John Cena. I got you for 3 minutes.
That's the thing. Is he can get the high ground. He was like up there on top of the cage like immediately. You know.
Yeah, I like that didn't raise any red flags for anybody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, he
Teenager.
could have just.
He just jumped
It was up
15
there
feet
now.
in the air
I mean,
and
he
stuck to the
could have just
fucking
had a
cage.
+4 acrobatics. You know,
That's true, you rolled a
Oh, yeah. Full circle.
natural 20 with a +40 with a +4 acrobatics. That was the best Spider-Man, dude. Tobey Maguire will always be the only Spider-Man that I recognize.
If you want to get to him, you gotta go through me. Be careful now, he's a hero.
I felt like Green Goblin was so good in that too.
The way he dies is so brutal.
Right.
Yeah, he gets killed by his own
that
glider.
was a sick scene.
That's
I was
the
I
Spidey
expected
sense,
that as
dude.
like a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh.
the Green Goblin throwing up blood all over.
Green blood, right? Wasn't it green?
I don't even
No,
know.
it was real blood.
Oh, wow. All
They
right.
actually killed Willem Dafoe in that
It was
scene.
practical effects.
Yeah, dude. He died that day, and they're just keeping him alive with Iron Man's technology.
Yeah, they just gave him prosthetic guts.
Everything.
Dude.
So what's in the decanter? The cadanter.
Whiskey.
Sweet.
Yeah, he won't say what kind.
Oh, yeah? Because I
You
asked
can't
it as
plug
soon as
it.
I got in this room, and he doesn't even know.
No, it's Black Velvet.
I fucking knew it. I told him, I go, it's Black Velvet, but it
Cue
looks
the
way
song.
fancier because it's in the decanter.
Well, yeah. Tastes better too.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's in glass instead of plastic.
That's right.
Yeah, and it makes it more than 80 proof.
This guy's nice enough wide mouth so you can chug it.
Yeah.
Where's the coffee, huh?
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, damn.
It's not really gone, but it's
It's you need another cup of coffee?
Maybe.
I wouldn't mind another cup of coffee.
You can do that.
Yeah.
You guys can do that. I'm fucking zonked, dude. I'm fucking... Wait, what's zonked?
That's
No.
the opposite of
Yeah,
I'm
this
like,
is tired.
I'm like anti-zonked right now. I got those
anti-song.
I got those Crystal Light packets that have caffeine in them, and they're like 150 milligrams of caffeine in each one. So when I wake up, I fucking grab a bottle of water, throw that in there, swirl it around, get it nice and dissolve into the water, slam it, take a shower, take my vitamins, take my supplements,
Yeah.
take my L-theanine, my St. John's wort,
Your
and
alpha brain.
my fucking nicotine.
That sounds pretty good. I want to do that like 3 times a day. I'll do that right now after this thing.
Speaking of
Do this, whatever we're doing here. We're only 49 minutes in.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I don't know. I'm glad you're here, man. Fucking missed you. I feel like I haven't seen you in.
It has been a while.
It's been since the summer when you guys all
Okay.
came down
You guys
to
are-
the bar.
I
What?
found, I had to look up a topic because I wanted to talk about this guy. I don't know if I've talked about him before on here.
Is it the guy we watched before I got here or no?
No.
Oh.
Wheeler Walker Jr. Have you ever heard of him?
I think so.
He's
What
a
do you do?
country musician, but he writes like comedy songs about like sucking dick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sucking dick and
You've heard
kicking
of him?
ass.
yeah,
Or eating pussy and kicking ass. That's what it is.
yeah, eating pussy and kicking
Dude,
ass.
we listened to over like 20 minutes when I
Yeah.
first got here. It's amazing.
Oh
His
my
new
God.
album is wicked. It just came out.
It's called WW3.
Cool.
He's got a song called "All the Pussy You Will Slay."
It's
It's about his kid growing up and just fucking bitches. And then the video has him like with his kid who's like 3. But oh shit! I wanted to talk about Brocco the Gazer. Have you ever heard of him?
No, man.
Okay, so this guy he makes his living.
Are you talking? Yeah? Huh?
He makes his living by staring, by gazing.
Whoa.
He doesn't speak. He gazes.
Fuck off. No way is this guy real.
I fucking hate the world.
Something through Bratza's gaze.
So he goes in front of like giant audiences and just looks.
This is so goddamn stupid.
There he is.
Groups of people, they feel a sense of.
He's got a pretty good gaze though. You gotta admit.
I mean, no one's not saying that he doesn't
Yeah.
have that going for him.
Like people will like cry and shit when they watch him gaze. Look at though. That's what he. I mean, look at that.
Whoa.
His gaze is pretty serious.
Searching for the sense of fulfillment. If we don't have any hope, life is just on. And that's
All right.
And the sense of purpose in themselves.
Dude, yeah. That guy can really gaze, man.
Get the fuck out of here with that, dude. I am not about to fucking get lectured by a Slovenian woman.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
well, yeah, I guess.
Trying
But
to tell
he-
me what's
The
up.
thing is,
Don't
I
tell
pay
me
my
that his
taxes.
gaze will fucking... No, get the... I am so sick of talentless famous people. You have no idea how
He
he
annoying
has a
this
I don't
good
shit
even
is.
know.
gaze. He has a great gaze.
I don't even know how it could get worse. I can get
Well-
less talented and be more famous.
The thing is, the gaze, it really makes you think, you know? And I'm not saying gaze like Gays. It's just, he probably makes a good chunk of money. And he tours the world just to stand on stage and, like, stare for, like, a good amount
Does
of
he
time.
blink?
I,
That's what I
it-
wanna
he
know.
wasn't blinking in that. I've never seen him blink.
Yeah. So far.
I've
Nope.
never heard him say anything. He doesn't speak.
Yeah, he has people speak for him.
Right.
That's the kind of money this looking thing is bringing in. He's got people to talk for him.
He's got a cult following. I mean,
He's
the
got
man
someone
knows
puts
what he's
his eye
doing.
drops in.
He knows his market. Let's say that much.
Yeah. Talk about cult. Jesus. That's exactly what that is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, am I right?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I'm fucking upset.
I mean, though, dude, like,
Am I right or am I right?
it's weird. Like, because you got to think about the psychology of the people who go to watch that and, like, are crying and shit. Like, what
Yeah.
is their...
What's going on in your life?
Yeah, like,
That you-
what is their thought process?
Man.
Well, first off, they probably live in fucking Slovenia.
Right.
That's probably a problem. I don't know much about Slovenia, but I don't know a lot about it.
Yeah. But I mean, at least they have Bracco, you know.
I don't know. I feel like honestly, those like second world European countries are probably pretty dope to live in.
Everything's pretty cheap, probably.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about American politics or social media. Really, you're not getting fucking attacked by Muslims because you're not letting them in. I saw this.
Let me in.
I saw this fucking thing, and it's bad that I'm laughing, but I have to because it's me. But I saw this like fucking map of Eastern Europe or all of Europe, and it shows like violent crimes committed by like refugees from the Middle East and Africa and stuff, and it has like dots for it, like the pedophile websites.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it, like certain countries are have a border around their border, like highlighted border that shows like how strong their security is at the border. And then it has Poland, which is like a red border because they have the strictest security, and it's just clear, like no attacks at all. And all these other countries that have red borders, like they're not letting anybody in. And then all these other countries are just. So they should do that with America, but just do like, you know, gang violence. And like
Sure,
I
just house like the thugs outside the border, just right there.
you can't say thugs, that's racist.
Is it?
No, it is if you're LeBron, but you can't say posse either.
How's that Peachtree? Peachtree.
Peace
Fuck
tree.
me, I can't even
Peace
talk.
tea is
Why did you
snowberry.
guys invite me?
You should try
Peace
it.
tea tree.
I don't know what a snowberry is, but it's pretty good. It's like a snowy berry. It's really sweet though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forgot how sweet peace tea was.
Peace tea is literally loaded with fucking
0% juice.
sweetness
Yeah.
and shit.
No snowberry juice. I
It's
guess.
40 grams of sugar per can,
Whoa.
which really isn't that bad because
It's
it's a
not that
big
bad.
can.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Well,
whole
they definitely
can,
use like their whole formula is probably a sweetener basically in itself.
tea, pure cane sugar, natural flavors, citric acid, pectin. Oh yeah, sucralose. So yeah, most of it is definitely fake sugar.
Yeah, but it's 99 cents.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
it's
yep,
a deal.
Yep. That's about the backbone of America.
Yeah.
I like the raspberry ones, but they didn't have any. Anything raspberry is so good.
Yeah.
I disagree.
You don't like raspberry?
Nah, dude.
Is it because you ate raspberry soap as a kid? Because I used to,
Why?
I used to hate raspberry soap, or I used to hate raspberries because I ate raspberry soap on accident because a bunch of kids dared me to.
Oh, man.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
it
a
says
pussy.
it's raspberry, you know?
I'm not a raz pussy.
That's the thing. It looks like it's flavored because it says raspberry.
Eating straight raspberries to me is pretty fucking gross. I mean, I will eat them, but it seems like a
I
waste.
don't understand.
It's not gross. I don't know. It's just a waste of time.
Well, I don't understand why you're putting it in the mug first. Like you have it in a can already.
Ooh. And you're pretending it's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Pretending it's
that's
all
what it is.
cozy.
Put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
I made a pot of Kool-Aid.
Is it because raspberries have like the little balls on them?
Pretty much.
It's like
They're
a
like
weird
member
texture.
berries.
Seeds fucking suck, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that
can't
on
do
purpose.
cherries, dude.
Oh, yeah. Last time I
mind
picked cherries in the wild, they had maggots in them.
Oh, yeah.
How often? Where do you go to pick cherries in the wild?
Cherry trees.
Yeah.
They do grow on trees.
Yeah.
That's
True.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because they're tiny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about nuts, like almonds and shit?
Love them.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
I mean, I'm not grossed out. I'm not going to waste my time eating fucking shit.
Yeah. Katie got a bag of pistachios the other day, and the first, 40 of them had nothing in them.
Whoa.
Like, they were
Were they
just
wonderful
shells.
pistachios?
Damn, dude.
I don't know what the...
That's an expensive nut.
Yeah, because pistachios, you got to get the wonderful pistachios. But yeah, they're fucking super expensive. They're like $11 a pound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
where
when
did they
there's-
get off charging so much money for fucking
Nuts?
green nuts?
When they found out pistachios were actually good for you because they had all those fucking
Yeah.
Oh, really?
they're like a
Almonds-
superfood or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as companies found out that people will buy nuts because of the superfood quote unquote thing.
Nuts.com, dude.
they started charging them up the ass. I remember getting pistachios in like those
Preach.
big, like fucking, you know, those bags that you buy like baking walnuts in.
Yeah.
They look like sandbags. Like I remember
you mean
getting
like the bags of cereal that you got
yeah.
at fucking Sam's Club?
Yeah, I remember getting pistachios in bags like that big when I was younger, and now all of a sudden there's like it's like a bag the size of my forearm for like $15.
Right,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
But they're so worth it, dude. Pistachios are so good.
Pistachios.
Thing is, like, you have to have one. You have to get ones that are decent for you, because if you don't, you're just gonna eat a ton of them. Because that's what happens. You eat a ton of them because they're nuts, and it's hard to just put them down.
Yeah, that's how I feel about sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Sunflower seeds, I'll tear through like a whole fucking like half-pound bag. And like
I
a
dig them.
day.
They're interactive nuts. Like you can
Yeah,
do
it's a
something
game.
with your hands, and then you're also nourishing your body.
It's a game. Yeah,
You don't eat them
I'm
whole.
going for the high score.
you can.
I
It's
do
just-
it.
Oh shit!
It's not good for your ass.
I
That's why you got that sweet ass man like esophagus.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
To
used
go with your
eat 'em
sweet
when,
callousy neck from all those hickeys.
Yeah,
It's like you got
fucking full circle.
100% tough ass neck.
yeah. I used to eat them when I played softball, because you got to do that when you're playing baseball or softball.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's
Sunflower
really hard to
seeds
get
are
chewing
like a
tobacco
thing.
when you're that young.
Like I would throw like a giant, yeah.
So
it is.
any port in the storm.
I would throw a giant handful of them into my fucking. I would throw like fucking 8 of them in and just go out into the outfield
Yeah.
and just try and do it with my tongue as because like there's nothing else to do in the outfield.
Yeah,
you get
might
like
as well.
one fly ball and in it
Get a damn
maybe
sunburn
if you're
and
lucky.
eat sunflower seeds.
Yeah,
That's
especially
such-
in right field.
That is such a good fucking saying, by the way. Any port in a storm. I love that.
Yeah,
I never hear that anymore.
Yep.
Just like I won't tell any
Great.
tales out of school. I love that because Norm Macdonald says it all the time mostly. But any port that fucking killed me.
yeah.
Norm Macdonald's pretty cool because he's like a grandpa. He's always been a grandpa.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
a great-
He's got super clean humor until it's not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then it's like
Until
off
it's
the
super
edge.
disgusting.
It's like
Yeah.
he says shit that other comedians are like, Norm, you can't say that.
Dude.
Like, you've seen his YouTube channel, right? I'm Not Norm. It has all like clips, just millions of clips of Norm
think so.
Macdonald on there. It's just way too good. He has this the one thing that's like Norm Macdonald the provocateur, and he like purposefully like says shit to piss off his guest, and just to gauge their reaction.
That's great. I would like Norm Macdonald could say anything to me, man. I'd probably laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I
Cody.
love the guy's voice.
Well, you know, you're doing a lot of Charlie work now, you know, and cleaning those bowls before you shit in them. Shouldn't you have to clean them after, you know?
Never.
Fucking, I just love the way he talks.
Yeah.
My favorite bit of his is when he talks about 9/11. He's just like 9/11. He goes, "That was the worst thing, you know. I walked through the streets of Manhattan. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan, looking for my brother after 9/11." And the guest is like, "Oh my God, that's horrific." And he goes, "Yeah, he was up in Canada."
That's a long walk. Man.
I love those long form, like stupid fucking jokes he does too.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God,
Long stories.
yeah,
Yeah. And then it's just like a regular ass punchline.
yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Thank God.
I told
It makes
one-
you lean into it. you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told one at the office. I'm not gonna tell it now, because I can't. It's not as funny when I do it, but
It's significantly less funny.
it's significantly less funny
Just
when I
know
tell
that
the
it's
joke.
out there.
But just know it's out there. It's about the frog. A frog goes to a bank to get a loan. But I love when he starts his jokes on talk shows and he like says the premise of the story or the joke. And
Right.
the host, usually Conan, is like, a frog goes to a bank to get a loan? What the? And then he
Yeah.
tells the joke. And
That's
like,
classic Conan style.
yeah, he's perfect. He will always be the
Yeah.
best talk show host of all time.
Conan like is good to bounce shit off of.
Yeah.
And I love when Burr's on there too.
Yeah.
Because
oh
Burr
my
will
God.
just go off.
He gets...
Oh, Bill Burr? Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite Norm Macdonald bits is when he talks about Oscar Pistorius. That one's wicked good.
Yeah.
I'll fucking pull that one up on the break. That
Hmm.
one's great.
You know, Burr's pretty good on the. Who's the fucking guy that used to be a sports anchor there?
Norm Macdonald?
Fuck, no. I don't know. I would have to pull up the clip. But he just like riffs so well off like on talk shows, which is weird because like I feel like he should just have more guests on his podcast, like because he
Yeah.
bounces well off of people. that End of the World podcast that he did at the Comedy Store that one day.
Was that when they were all sitting on stage?
Yeah, and Trump. It was like during the election.
Yeah.
And Burr was like on fucking fire that night. He's a savage.
You ever watched
man.
You've seen the Chip Chipperson?
I really want to talk
podcast,
like
right?
that guy.
Oh, the Trump?
No, Bill
Bill
Burr.
Burr? How do you feel about Bill Burr?
It's awesome, dude.
He's fucking the best.
He's like, he says a long time ago, he's like, yeah, this is just how, the way I talk is just how people used to talk.
Yeah.
But now everybody's just so scared to say anything that no one does.
I love when he talks about how everybody says he's yelling all the time, even though he's like, well, this is not yelling. I got a few more octaves.
The
This
dude's
is not
show
yelling
is
to
really
me.
good. You guys ever see that show? F is for Family?
Yeah.
Wicked
That shit
good.
rocks. Just came out with a new season too.
Oh, wait, they did?
Yeah.
It was recent.
think
Well,
I've seen it
sort
yet.
of new.
The last season I watched was when his son ends up fucking the Stoner's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Was that the newest season or last season?
No, it's the last season.
That one was so...
And he writes a 40-minute song about it.
Yeah.
I showed my dad that show
The
because
sink's full of frogs if you want to lick them.
I showed my dad that show because my dad and Bill Burr are the same age, and Bill Burr made that to reflect on his childhood in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And my dad's like, that's literally what it was like. Like,
Yeah. Because he's basically the kid, right?
Yeah, he's supposed
Bill
to be.
is supposed to be Bill, the
Yeah.
kid.
yeah.
Okay,
and then
cool.
Frank is his dad.
Yeah, he just plays Frank Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah, this show's so good.
Dude, the neighbor's the shit. I love that guy. I love the dude who does
Yeah.
the voice, too, because he was the captain on Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, really?
Remember that movie?
Yeah. What the fuck is the neighbor's name? The huge drug addict guy.
Is it like Gil or something?
I wanted to say it was Terry, but I don't think it's Terry.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not Terry.
I gotta look it up now.
Fuck, I don't know. I know the
Vic.
Yeah, Vic. Yeah.
Yeah, Sam.
Vic, yeah. He's like, I can
so
quit
good.
cocaine anytime I want to.
Yeah.
I might blow a couple lines on Flag Day.
I love when he's doing donuts, or no, he's pulling out of his driveway, and he does a donut out of his driveway, and he has a line of coke on the steering
Oh,
wheel.
yeah.
And
He
as he's
steers
doing
it into his nose. That's so good.
wicked fucking good. The show starts off like so within the realm of reality,
Yeah.
and then once an episode or twice an episode, it'll go completely into the
Right,
stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's animated. I mean, that's
it's so
the whole
good.
reason.
Come
Any
and
show's
get
animated.
your love.
Yeah. Made me re-love that song.
Yep. Oh man, I gotta rewatch that show now. Because that's a show even that started off like really
Loudest car of all time goes by.
good. Like, I really.
It's Vic. It's Vic and his sweet ass fucking
I think-
GTO judge.
I feel like that show started off really well.
Yeah.
Like for the first episode is great because that's the one with the TV, right? And Billy accidentally breaks the TV.
Yeah.
with the big
It's the
magnet.
one where he buys.
He buy-
Vic gets like a color TV or some shit, and then
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
goes out. It really can't afford it or whatever. Frank can't afford it, and he buys one anyway, and then it gets broken.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get some coffee. It's probably freezing. It's probably cold now, but
Yeah.
Come and
I'm
get
freezing.
your love.
all right. ClearShotsPodcast.com is where you'll find links to everything we do. You can check us out on Twitter at ClearShotsPod. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out on Periscope for live videos. If you have anything you want to ask us, send us an email at clearshotspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.